Hi, I'm Achievement Coach Greg Kilgore. My clients achieve their great life, career, love, and purpose with great Future Now coaching. We're broadcasting today live from Serenity Now Yoga and Dance Studio in Longwood, Florida. Serenity Now is a holistic wellness center with a great vibe. Be sure to check them out. We are also today providing another installment in the series I like to call Insights for Great Living. And today's Insights for Great Living are going to be on the topic of planning for having a family, and particularly if you're a woman and you're going to plan on becoming pregnant, there are some things that you can do ahead of time to take care of your wellness, take care of yourself, to have an ideal pregnancy. So who else would we talk to about that other than Lucy Del Campo, a trusted colleague, and she's also become a good friend of mine. I'm grateful to have you on my team. Lucy is a holistic nutrition consultant, and she practices here in Longwood, and you can find her practicing virtually on the web as well at lucydelcampo.com, and also, of course, visit her Facebook page, Healthy Kids, Healthy Families. Today we're going to have a brief conversation with Lucy. She's going to give us a few of the highlights about taking care of yourself as a woman who plans to become pregnant. And this is actually the first in a three-part series on this topic. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the series?
Sure. I find that these are the most important areas, so we couldn't put it all into one video because it would be too long. So this video today is about nutrient supplementation and replenishing nutrient stores. The second video will be about detoxification, detoxifying the body, and the third video will be about stress management.
Okay, great. Thank you. So today's conversation, we're going to start off with a question that gets right to the heart of the matter. So why does a woman need to take care of her nutrition before she becomes pregnant?
Well, first of all, because most likely she's nutrient deficient. Okay, many of us are nutrient deficient and we don't know it. We've all heard the old adage, the baby will take from the mother what it needs, but it can't take from the mother what the mother doesn't have. Okay, we don't realize we're pregnant in the first trimester or some weeks into it, and that is the crucial time for brain and nervous system development of the baby.
So ideally, I would have been planning to be pregnant, and I'd be in really ideal condition before I get to that point.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it. Well, not me, but a woman who plans to be pregnant.
Yes, it's the ideal. Don't feel bad if you didn't start doing this before. I didn't. Most women don't. But it's so crucial. You only have one chance to create this life, and you want to make the best investment that you can. Great.
So you can plan for a family. You can plan to be as well as possible before you're pregnant. So if you know you're in the planning process, when should you begin the process of saying, okay, now is when I need to, cut out the junk food or stop the bad habits? When should you look at beginning preparing yourself to be pregnant?
The ideal would be 6 months to a year.
Okay.
And of course that depends on the person. Nutrient replenishing takes time, and healing takes time. So it depends on if she has ailments or diseases. It's amazing what the power of nutrition can do. Most people don't know how the body can heal with real fine nutrition.
And fine-tuning your diet.
And eliminating the junk food.
Got it.
Okay.
So 6 months to a year before I intend to become pregnant would be an ideal time to get with a holistic nutrition consultant, get an assessment, find out, where am I in good shape and where do I need to improve, and really start taking care of myself so that my body is, or her body, your body, is in the best condition for being pregnant. It's a little weird for me to talk in the third person about that, but anyway.
Right. But one other point I want to mention here,
Sure.
Also the father. This video is not about the father, but the father also needs to do a health assessment.
Great. Yeah, good point. Thank you. So we talked about this earlier, so I'm gonna speak as if I know better, but it's kind of the obvious part of the biology. As the dad or the dad to be, I'm contributing part of myself to the process too, right? So if I'm well and I'm healthy and I'm fit, the contribution of my sperm is going to make a difference.
It makes a tremendous difference.
Yeah, yeah. So last and not least, because I know that you're a real advocate for all of the aspects of the spectrum of what you can bring to being healthy. So what about supplements? There's a lot of mixed messages out there about supplementation, but what is your professional holistic nutrition consultant stand for the goodness or not of supplements?
Well, I believe that we all need supplements anyway, because nobody's eating the ideal diet every day. We're under a lot of stress, we're very busy, and there's a lot of environmental pollution. So especially a woman who's going to be creating a life needs to be sure that, like I said, everything's there that the embryo and the fetus need for development. If somebody eats junk food, that takes nutrients. It takes nutrients to process it and cleanse it out of the body. It's an anti-nutrient junk food, and we all eat some junk food because,
Sure.
So what I recommend is a probiotic, because gut health is really the cornerstone of someone's constitution of health. And I recommend a fantastic supplement by the Juice Plus company, which is a whole foods fruit and vegetable supplement in capsule form, doctor recommended, and they just came out with an omega blend, which is necessary for the mitochondria, the cell health, and brain health. It's heart health. I can't say enough about it.
You're the expert, and so I heard words like mitochondria and other things, and it's been a while since I've been in high school biology, but I'm going to take your word for it. Lucy is my nutrition consultant, and she has given me a lot of just straightforward, simple to act on, and incredibly valuable advice that really has already begun to impact my health. So I'm grateful for your consulting. And you too should turn to Lucy for an assessment if you're considering becoming pregnant. As she mentioned earlier, there's a lot of variations to this conversation, like what if you already are pregnant? What do you do now? Again, get in touch with Lucy and get a consultation about where you're at in the process and get the best possible advice you can for yourself at that point as well. There's a lot to cover in these conversations. That's why this is going to be a 3-part series. And Lucy's also got a very detailed blog post that you can find a link to with this video. So just look in the text content posted with this video, and we've got links to Lucy's very detailed blog post. And that being said, I've written a blog post to accompany this video as well. So you can find out more information about what I might have to say about this topic in my blog post as well. That link is there too. And I want to thank you for your very valuable information today.
You're welcome. And before we go, what advice could you give as a coach to women who are going to undertake this journey?
Thank you for asking, actually. So I've written a blog post about this topic in anticipation of, what would I want for anybody that wants to stay the course with a new big lifestyle change, right? It could very well be a significant lifestyle change for you to change your diet and change what you do or you don't consume. And, of all of the coaching that I provide in the blog post article, there's one particular piece of wisdom or coaching I want to offer that I think is the most inspirational. You can, I believe, fall in love with your child before it's conceived. Some people think about it as, falling in love with the child perhaps as it grows inside the mom. But I actually think you can imagine and get present to and be with your future with a child before you even conceive it. And when you fall in love with a child that you haven't conceived yet, and in a way what you're doing is you're falling in love with a future, there's a tremendous amount of power to that. There's a tremendous amount of ongoing inspiration that you'll be able to access, and you'll be able to use to sustain your commitment and to stay the course with what you say you're committed to.
That's really beautiful. That's really great.
Thanks for
okay,
asking.
thanks, Greg.
Thank you. So just one last mention here, lucydelcampo.com. It's easy enough to remember. Go to lucydelcampo.com. You'll probably land at the Healthy Kids, Healthy Children Facebook page. You can communicate with Lucy there, and you can find out a lot of valuable information about having a healthy lifestyle for you, your family, and your children. And visit me, book with me at yourgreatnesscoach.com. I'm Achievement Coach Greg Kilgore, and my clients achieve their great life, career, love, and purpose with great Future Now coaching. Thank you for tuning in today. See you again soon.
Bye.